Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, hiring in the housing industry. The local housing business is slowly hiring again after cutting nearly 100,000 jobs over the past 5 years. According to Moody's Analytics, businesses like general contractors and mortgage lenders employed 328,000 people in the first quarter. That's up 1.6% from the end of last year and flat with the same period a year ago. But compared to the peak level in 2006, today's local housing workforce is 22% smaller, with about the same number of workers as in 1996. Since the housing market is still stuck in a slump, any major jump in payrolls could be years away.
Where it goes from here, it really depends on what happens with the housing market. And, that depends on jobs and the economy and what happens with reforms of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae and how our whole mortgage finance system is going to work. So there are a lot of factors that go into that.
Job prospects here may remain weak for the near term. Sales of new homes here fell last year for the 5th straight year. The Standard & Poor's Case-Shiller Index of local single-family home prices was down 31% in January from its 2006 peak, and many firms are not planning on hiring. The slump has been hardest on general contractors and subcontractors whose employment levels have plunged. Together, they represent about 30% of the local housing workforce. With fewer houses to sell, many residential real estate agents have left the industry. Brokerages employ 30% fewer people than they did in 2006, according to Moody's.
He did file on our behalf.
It's been a different story for At Properties. The brokerage has been in growth mode during the downturn, with nearly twice the revenue and double the employees it had 5 years ago. At Properties plans to add 300 agents this year and is opening a new office in Highland Park.
We're definitely an anomaly, but we're definitely seeing more confidence in general in the economy. You're starting to see growth in certain sectors of industry that affects real estate. You're starting to see some positive things. So we're sort of cautiously optimistic.
Many of the housing industry jobs lost are gone for good as the drop in sales fueled consolidation within the local brokerage market.
We're not seeing growth in terms of number of brokers getting in the business. If anything, we're seeing the growth continue to slide back, which I think is a good thing. I think we've had too many people getting real estate licenses, and really you want people who are committed to the full-time as opposed to the person who does 1 or 2 deals. It doesn't become economically viable for people to maintain a license long-term that way.
We'll get a look at how the critical spring selling season is faring with the latest figures on sales of new homes and home prices, which are both due out next week. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For all of your real estate news, be sure to check out chicagorealestatedaily.com. And don't forget to download our mobile app so you can watch our videos on the go. Visit chicagobusiness.com/mobile apps. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.